We are just south of Pioneer Square here in the great northwest city of Seattle at newly named Lumen Field, home of the 12s. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go from Seattle.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Check, Matt. Let's go.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
You look at this defense for the Vikings.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so fourth from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Ready?
They'll look to throw here on first down. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep.
Quick throw there is incomplete. The Seahawks had 5 and 6 to start play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all three phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Walker now on first and 10.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. On play action, they'll throw.
We'll get that to Charbonnet.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you create those great mismatches, throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Ready?
Back to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. We'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
He finds his man complete. That's Horton. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
No, come on. Set. Panther 60. Seven Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
That's taken in by Arroyo.
2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Back to throw again.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Ready? Go, Reed. Go. Viking 8. Ready?
On third down, here's Walker.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1.
Let's go. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19. Charger. 19. Ready?
Now back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Cooper Kupp
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Seahawks take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
They'll run. This is Jordan Mason.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And he's got his man on stride, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Mason going to get it on first down.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
McCarthy operating from the gun.
Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Seahawks. Now Myers for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots, because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
Throwing is McCarthy. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49.
Vikings first down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out. Being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, McCarthy.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
First down, Vikings.
On play action, now McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, it's blocked. There he goes, right side. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, I think there was a lot of surprise from the kicking team there. After the block, they kind of froze and then realized, oh, wait, they can return this, and they returned it all the way.
And you know why they froze? Not often do you get that second sound, right? There's the kick, you hear that, and then there's that second thud when there's a block. That's when people freeze and they have to realize where the ball is. They picked it up and took it the other way.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Got it. Ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play there gets them right back up to that level.
Javon Hargrave. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Steps away.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3. Now McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And Jefferson's going to have the Vikings 1st down as the tackle made at the 42.
1st down, Minnesota.
Here's McCarthy. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Straight ahead, here's Mason.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 34.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Looking to throw McCarthy. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He can only get a yard after all that, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Open man, that's Felton.
Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the air with McCarthy.
A dump off from Mason.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Sticking with the pass, here's McCarthy.
This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They run it with Mason. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Jordan Mason, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Escaping the pressure right. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
That is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On the return, Hardy. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. He's going to look deep down the field. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Ready up.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Strike. 19. Stop. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On the set.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Viking 18.
They'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
That's good.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Gravity Lions.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one gives him a 3-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll hand it to Mason. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. The back deep, Cooper Kupp. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. And they're
Get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your talking face out of my way. Out of my way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Ready? Cougar 19. Go.
They'll throw now on the final play. Throw left side, complete to Kupp.
These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McCarthy. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. 1st down, Vikings.
McCarthy off the play fake. He's going to wind up and air it out. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. On the give, it's Mason. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
On play action, McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Muscles by at the 25. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Horton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60, Buffalo 18.
They'll set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
23 yards, the final tally.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now back to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp with an amazing diving catch. And the Seahawks have retaken a third-quarter lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It sees the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but and then to go to the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So the defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That last drive was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Javon Hargrave. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, now McCarthy eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. McCarthy is set to throw it. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek William. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 33.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Let's go now.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
To the left side, catch made by Arroyo.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
A nice throw by the rookie from Alabama. That's a 1st down.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready? 60, Viking, 18. Ready?
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finding Walker complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
A repeat of the last play, finding Walker.
Touchdown, Seahawks!
Ken Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to build on their 4th quarter lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Vikings 27.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense so far on third down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And this is going to be incomplete. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Well, indeed go. Here's McCarthy.
Short throw caught by the tight end Oliver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Looking to throw McCarthy.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Now McCarthy.
This one caught by his tight end Oliver. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Josh Oliver, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Seahawks use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
What's the score? Seahawks 44, Vikings 34.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
looking to put a drive together.
Go check. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Tag. Ready.
Sticking with Walker on second down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Turner. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A give for Walker running right. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 158 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Come on. Come on. Set. Go.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 7.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Got his man in stride, complete. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jefferson going to go in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up there thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
From the 23, this is 2nd and 3.
On the ground again is Mason. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they can let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they will.